now each week what we're going to do is have 5 regular webisodes. Okay? Now those episodes are going to be the following. The first one will be Week in Review, where we just take a look at the episode and just depict some of the main highlights of that particular episode. The second will be a session with Sean. So it'll be as if Sean comes in and says, Dr. Karl, look, here's what happened this past episode. What should I be thinking? What should I be looking out for? What can I learn from it? What are my next steps going forward with the next episode? So we're going to try to, take a look at what Sean's opinions, what his thoughts were, why he made some of the choices that he made. The third webisode will be Roses and Thorns. And this is where we take a look at what women are setting themselves apart, what healthy, real good skills or interactions or things that they said, who's really separating themselves as roses, people that will win each rose ceremony, or maybe good picks for the long term for Sean. Then on the flip side, who are the thorns? Who are the women that either we don't know very much about, they're not really setting themselves apart, they're not showing some strengths, some character, some characteristics that we think would be beneficial for Sean going forward as long-term serious relationships. Moving forward will be our 4th webisode, and what we're going to look at in that element is, what are we looking forward to in the next episode? What are things we would like Sean to do? Maybe what would we like from some of the contestants? What do we need them to say? What would we like to hear from them? What would we like to see them reveal about themselves? How would we like to see them interact in certain situations? So that's sort of projecting out, if we had our wish of how we would design the next episode, this is what we would like to see to clarify the field a little bit better, to both help Sean and help the contestants understand if this is really the right match and the right situation for them. The 5th regular webisode will be Reality Check. And Reality Check is where we're going to try to bring some of what we've seen on TV and in this reality show and bring it to practical application so that we can take some of the things we've learned, what are the positives that we've learned and how we can look to use that to develop skills that make you better in relationships. And what were some of the mistakes that we saw in the past episode that we can hopefully learn from so that we don't repeat those same mistakes and we can dig in and learn about those. So that will be the Reality Check webisode. We'll then have some optional episodes or webisodes each week. Some might be behind the scenes, critique of the show or the format, or maybe something that Chris might have done. Might have a special therapy session. Maybe one of the contestants, the Bachelorettes, needs a special therapy session. So, we'll look and see if she will come visit Dr. Karl and be able to take a look at how we might help her. Might do a couples session between, Sean and one of the other ladies. Might have to do emergency therapy, especially all these women in one home and some of the cat fights and the difficulties that they have. We might have to have an emergency session either for Sean or for the women because of some difficulties there. And when we get into some of the, go home and visit the family episodes, we might do some family therapy. We would love to have you let us know, through the different, whether at Bachelor Therapy, the Twitter, or through the blog site, or through email, if you could let us know what you're curious about. What are some of your observations? What's some of your feedback? What are some of your insights? We would value that. I mean, I'm not the only expert here. We'd love to be able to take information that you've seen in the show, ideas that you have, and be able to bring that to the show and make this an interactive process for us. And what are your opinions? What are you confused about? What are you unsure about? What would you like to see happen? Or what would you like help in? Or how has some of these things applied to you and your relationships? And so we'll try to address these as we go forward in future episodes of The Bachelor and webisodes that we bring you. Thanks a lot, and look forward to what this Bachelor season will have for all of us. Bye.